Hi! In this video, you'll learn what a browser is, what it's not, and how it turns code into the web pages you use every day. A browser is a program on your computer that lets you visit web pages on the internet. That's it. It's an app, just like a game or a music app, except its whole job is showing you the web. Before we go any further, let's see what you already know. There are 6 cards on this page. Some are browsers, some are not. Make a prediction for each one. Is it a browser or is it something else? Let's see how you did. Chrome. This is a browser. How about Windows? Not this one. Windows is an operating system. It runs your whole computer. A browser is just one program running on it. How about Google Search? This one fools everyone. Google Search is a website, which is a page you visit inside a browser. It's not the browser itself. Let's check on Safari. Yep, this one's a browser. That's 2 so far. How about Wi-Fi router? Not this one. A Wi-Fi router is a piece of hardware. It connects you to the internet, but it doesn't display anything. And lastly, Firefox. Browser. All right, the final score. Chrome, Safari, and Firefox are the browsers. These are programs that display web pages. Now, let's meet the rest of today's browsers properly. These are the big 4 browsers today: Chrome, Safari, Edge, and Firefox. Chrome, made by Google, is the most popular one in the world. Safari comes with Apple devices, Edge comes with Windows devices, and Firefox is the independent one. These browsers are all free to use. You're using one right now. This video is playing inside one of these programs at this very moment. Do you know which one you use? This mix-up deserves its own slide because it's the #1 browser confusion on the planet. On the left, a browser. This is a program installed on your computer that displays any web page you visit: Chrome, Safari, Edge, Firefox. On the right, this is a search engine, a website you visit inside a browser, and its job is helping you find other web pages. Examples of a search engine are Google, Bing, and DuckDuckGo. So what actually happens when you visit a site? Let's break it down step by step. So step 1, you tell the browser where you want to go. You type a URL, or a web address, into the bar at the top. That's your part of the job. The browser takes it from there. Step 2, the browser asks the server for the page. The moment you hit enter, your browser sends a request across the internet to a web server whose whole job is holding that website's files and handing them out to anyone who asks. Think of it as like ordering food. You just place the order, and now the kitchen gets to work. Step 3. Everything that makes up the page gets downloaded. The server sends back the ingredients: HTML, which is the content and structure of the page, CSS, which is the styling that makes it look good, and images plus videos and anything else the page needs. Notice the page isn't built yet. Right now it's just a pile of files sitting on your computer. The browser takes all of those files and assembles them into a real page that you can scroll, click, and use. Step 4, all of this happens in under a second. The request is sent, files are downloaded, page is built. Your browser does this for every single page you visit. Let's actually watch that last step happen. On the left, the files the server sends. There's HTML, a heading that says My Bakery, and a paragraph that says Fresh bread every morning. And below it, a little CSS. Make the heading steel blue and make the paragraph italic. On the right is a browser window, just waiting. And before I click, picture what this page might look like. You got it in your head? All right, let's see. There it is. The heading is big and blue. The paragraph is italic. The browser read every line of that code and turned it into a page. That's rendering. And it's exactly what you'll be making browsers do when you start writing your own web pages in this course. One last thing, and it's good news. Every browser follows the same web standards. These are shared rules for how HTML and CSS should be displayed. That's why a page looks nearly the same in Chrome, Safari, Edge, or Firefox. You don't have to write different code for different browsers. The rules are agreed on ahead of time, and any browser that wants people to use it has to follow these rules. And that's browsers. Let's explore more and dive in deeper.